Well, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
Walaikum assalam.
So, let me introduce myself first. I am Uman speaking on behalf of INS News. Basically, we have started a new initiative of introducing the artists of our valley. Moreover, we'll be coming with more interviews in near future, wherein we'll introduce some prominent personalities from Jammu and Kashmir on some good topics. So for today, let me introduce our artist, which we have. He's a budding artist of Jammu and Kashmir. It's Zeeshan Nabi. He's a music producer and a songwriter. He has a band named Ramooz, and he also owns a studio. On behalf of INS News, I welcome you to this interview, Zishan.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for
So,
having me.
Zishan, let's start the interview for today. A very common question to start with for every artist journey. When we speak of the journey, it is something which is from start to the end. So this is a common question for you. Say something about your journey.
So basically, when I was around in, I think it's 2011 or 12, I was still in my high school. मैं उस पर option either to study different subjects, like you take commerce and uh, yada yada. ठीक है. But I was always interested into arts in general, and I opted for arts, and I think that was the same point of time when I got into music as well. I started thinking that okay, this is something that I really want to do as a profession, which is something people don't usually opt for. When I say taking music as a profession, it means studying music. That's what I mean by it. The and I was lucky कि मैं small mojus में छु تم छु मैं वारिया supportive. They have been extremely supportive, my family in general, and Ilbalokut also used to sing a little bit, and they used to appreciate, and same thing happened in school. So एक moral boost मिलता है कि नहीं कर सकते हो तुम, and which usually it's something that is not prevalent in our region, and it's something that I'm glad that happened to me. Usme kismat mein was. And after that I scouted a different colleges yet music education was asan. So I came across Dr. A R Rehman sir's came College of Music and Technology, and I thought, okay, that's a good place if I get in the Bismillah karo taite pet. And luckily, that's where the journey started. And around in 2012, once the high school ended, I applied, and I gave my interview, and I मेरा जो वहाँ पर exams थे to qualify to get into the university. I qualified, and luckily I got selected. That's what I still think, because when you look back at the journey, you stay with mindset, Chasan. When you approach it in a certain way with a certain
Exactly.
school of thought. Yeah. So basically when I got in there, I my mind was blown, because there was information flying down at me from every side, and it was something that I had not even imagined ki music education would be athai suyuta difficulties, athai sanita problematic situations even, which is a part of any degree basically when you study. But people have this misconception, okay, music पढ़ रहा है तो क्या ही मजे होंगे, गाने गाने होंगे. But getting into the theoretical side of music, understanding the technicalities, and then studying it historically, and then how it's relevant with our geopolitics, and I got deeper and deeper into it. So that's where the journey started from. And the journey is, when I look back at it now, it's 2012 to 2021. uh, Even right now I'm like, okay, that's a lot of time that I've given in learning.
Yes,
So
exactly. And Zishan, to be very honest, speaking about Kashmir mostly, because I'm more concerned about Kashmir only, we have this taboo, अच्छी ये चीज दिमाग में, we have this thing कि मतलब अगर कोई medical non-medical route ने किए हैं, now he has gone for arts or he has gone for music. They seem like it is easy, but to be very honest, nothing is easy. hard
yeah,
work
absolutely.
Hard work is very important. Hard work is very important for each and every subject, and it's very good, Zishan, that luckily a guy from Kashmir has studied music, that too in A R Rehman School of Music. That's pretty amazing. Pretty amazing.
Yeah,
Hats
alhamdulillah.
off to you for
I,
your hard work. Hats off to you for your hard work. You got admission over there. So Zishan, now shifting our topic from journey to the challenges and hurdles. See, whenever we achieve something, or whenever we achieve something big, there are always challenges, there are always hurdles which we face during the journey. So something about the challenges you faced.
See, I still think that for me, that journey is still going on. It started back then, and then when I moved to Australia to do my research in music, and
Oh,
I
that's
I
pretty
studied from
good.
third level.
So you have done research in music from Australia as well.
Yeah. So basically, I think it's all part of that journey. It's not just ki go se kisi institutions was,
Mhm.
and then it just miraculously happened. I think that journey still continues. It's just the fact that one of the struggles that I came across was whether I want to go into mainstream music or whether I want to get into independent music. And both the fields are two diverse universes. Agar to mainstream music, or if you try to get into Bollywood or some major industry, as whatever, uh, and then to use profession to what exactly are you doing in that industry. So my whole shift happened around in 2013 14 when I started writing my own music, and I started producing my own music, and it was still learning process. Bos was lekhan paans da birds and discard karit pakan bro, hechan bro. So I think till 2017 I did not produce anything in terms of I didn't put it out because I still believed in this. So वो एक personal challenge है. How as a musician do you tackle your creative skills or your creative understanding? Yeah, तो philosophy क्या है तो music path. Why am I making music? That's one of the main things. And this is one aspect of the struggle. The other aspect of the struggle is the place you come from. So if you're coming from a conflicted territory, your ideologies are set in ways that uh, the
You
way the
cannot do it.
need and the urge to exist. Yeah, I mean the urge
We are
is
made to believe, we are made to believe this fact that we cannot do it.
हाँ, मतलब सिर्फ there are many
Ah,
factors
exactly.
why we are made to believe, whether it be it state or whether it be the society. So we have to be really smart in tackling that, right?
Mhm,
And that is the another part of the journey where जो मैं अगर मैं honestly कुछ लिखता हूँ,
mhm.
वो honesty कैसे reflect करती है, and how does it reflect with I have a simple philosophy for my music which I've realized in last couple of years, that whatever you absorb, that's what you reflect, right? So
Exactly.
whatever I've been absorbing all my life, that is what gets reflected through the music. So that is another side of the struggle. So इसमें बहुत सारी चीजें आ जाती है फिर. uh,
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल बिल्कुल.
acceptance of your sound. मेरा sound बहुत ही different है, I believe,
हाँ हाँ.
in terms of the conventional music that gets produced whether in Kashmir or outside. And uh, we have literally since last 5 to 10 years we have had amazing growth. I think we have had people like Parva, we have Alif or Munim Bhai, or you look at Parvaz, Khalid Bhai is there. I mean, they have been doing such inspiring work that it has inspired a generation of musicians to come. So I think it's important for us to become that inspiration for others, right?
Exactly,
And
exactly.
yeah, that's what I think about it.
So, Zishan, challenges and hurdles, you're saying that your journey is yet to get over. So, you are yet into the journey. So,
I
it's,
don't think so it's gonna get over till I die
yeah,
because
yeah,
I
absolutely,
intend to make
absolutely.
music.
Because,
Yeah,
because it is a fact that learning is, it's always a continuous process. You grow
yeah,
up, you learn.
absolutely.
You're in a learning stage always. You're never a perfect. You're never
Yeah.
perfect.
So, नहीं,
So,
even
we,
struggles, अगर local struggles के example मैं आपको छोटी सी दूंगा. ये lockdown was around 11 12. I used to carry my guitar, and then there were two aspects of it. One was the guitar looked like a gun. The other was society में taboo था कि बंदा guitar पकड़ के चल रहा है. So
exactly.
tackling with both these difficulties, it's a small thing. I don't consider it anywhere, but
Yes,
it has
yes,
a
yes.
psychological impact on you. So
So,
yeah,
leaving these things apart, we wish you very best of luck for your future and for
thank you
your
so
future
much.
projects as
Thank
well.
you.
Because now an artist from Kashmir is Shivchanki, this art, it's continuously growing up in Kashmir. And artists like
Yeah,
young artists like you need a platform, you need our support as well. And people of Kashmir, they'll support you for sure.
inshallah, inshallah,
So,
hopefully.
Zishan, now talking about Kashmir. So
Mhm.
now you have been into this industry. Where do you see this industry? Agar is which what do you see the growth of this industry, music
Uh,
industry, music
I'll be
production?
bluntly honest with you.
Mhm.
I'll be bluntly honest with you. There is no industry yet. I'll tell you very honestly. जो
Yeah,
अभी है, it is just floating in the air, and it's miraculously floating in the air. To have a proper industry, I think one of the most important factors is unity between artists. the appreciation for genuine music. uh, and I'm not saying कि हर किसी का अपना style है, taste है, कोई कैसा भी music बनाता है, it's their life, they are the heroes in their lives. So
Mhm.
but my point is जो एक collective conscience है कि भाई एक genuine चीज produce होनी चाहिए कश्मीर से, which represents us globally, right?
Exactly.
So I think जब तक वो यूनिफिकेशन अच्छे से नहीं होगी, it's going to grow slowly. I don't see a decline, I see a rise. You know,
Mhm.
it's that's how it's going to be. And as long as we have people like Ahmar, Khalid bhai, Muneem bhai, we have Ali, we have a lot of other bunch of artists.
Yeah,
And it's not
exactly.
just the songwriters, I'm talking about people who write poetry. Zishan Jaipuri is there, and these are brilliant artists. They keep on inspiring me, and it's how it goes. That's the circle. We inspire each other and we keep growing.
Yes, yes, yes. I think Zishan, now whatever I had to ask from an artist, I think the journey, then afterwards the challenges and hurdles faced, I asked you this as well. And where do you see the growth of this industry in Kashmir? So, but now question answers apart, something for the audience, performance. Because I have seen people keenly taking interest in your performance recently. That was Hum Dekhenge. So
Thank you so much.
it was perfectly sung by you. So please, something for the audience.
uh تلقى هو كوشري مطلب أشي colonial imprint
Yes,
كان.
yes, yes, sure, sure, sure. Why not?
So I recently last year I released with my band, we released our debut music video, the
Okay,
Birth of Now Olive.
okay,
And I'll sing a bit of it.
okay.
Bal thangen shin chun pevan, bal thangen shin chun pevan, kus alam kya vanai vandich teriye ragan chanvala vandich teriye ragan chanvala galanchen kangat pi pagam chon yatlayledir sana me çak buzum brandes bihi doşak hara boşak travan buzum açmatır vid gaşelyam kya kya uçum kya vanay pustaya pu suri dazan sur hai kasan kya vanay basak kami hayruzum chani kami hayruzum lalnavun su katme bani chani kami moji 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 moji
Well, perfect,
that's a bit of
Zishan. This was amazing. This was really amazing. You know, interviewing artists like you makes us realize that what is the talent we have in Kashmir. Hats off to you. Hats off to you,
thank you
Zishan.
so much, thank you so much, thank you so much, thank you.
सो जिशान परफॉर्मेंस भी हो गई सब कुछ हो गया तो जाते जाते लास्ट बट नॉट लीस्ट समथिंग a message for the artists of the valley because you have experience you have studied in A prestigious school of music like A R Rehman School of Music. You have studied in Australia, done research in music. Something for the artists.
I mean, there's a lot used by hack Vinith matlab. I think get music education if you really are serious about doing music and taking it as a career option. It's a very difficult task to do, and just equip yourself, read, study music. It's not only about taking an instrument and just singing and putting a video out on YouTube. Then what's the point? Are you a YouTuber? Are you a musician? You can be both, but if you want to be a musician, skills pe dhyan do, apne craft pe dhyan do, or the people who have come before us, listen to them. Kashmiri music, yuta hi kyu boju, tuta boju. We have had such great, legendary musicians from Amsoif to the whole Tibet Bakal. Classical Kashmiri classical Sufyana music to a lot of things that has come across. And in contemporary music you have such inspirations right out there. So देखो कैसे सीखते हो, communicate and bogus through you. We have to unify it to create a
Exactly,
industry
exactly,
together. So yeah.
exactly. So unity. Your message for the artists is unity, and learn this music.
Yeah,
Thank you, Zishan, for
thank you so much.
joining us today. It was really nice, and your performance, it was amazing. I wish
Thank you so
you
much.
best of luck for your future. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It was pleasure talking to you as well. Thank you.
Well, dear audience, this was Zishan for us today. So we'll continue coming up with more interviews, knowing of artists of the valley, and coming up with some prominent personalities with some hot topics. So stay tuned with us. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.